Many times, my friends ask me a question that always makes me smile: how much do you love them? And every single time, I find myself laughing softly, not because it's a silly question, but because I genuinely don't know the answer. It's not that I haven't thought about it, but rather that words, numbers, or even emotions sometimes feel too small to measure what I feel for you. My own heart surprises me constantly with the depth, intensity, and tenderness of the love it holds for you. Just when I think I've reached the peak of how much I can possibly love someone, I find myself falling even deeper. The love I feel for you has never paused, never faded. It only grows stronger with time, day by day, moment by moment. I don't think it will ever stop growing. That's why, when someone asks me to define or explain it, I find myself at a loss. This love doesn't follow logic or rules, it simply exists in its purest, most beautiful form. I may not be able to quantify it, but I know without a shred of doubt that if I ever had to give up my life to save yours, I wouldn't hesitate. Not for a second. And if I had to choose between you and all the riches of the world, I would choose you every time. To me, nothing holds more value, more meaning, or more beauty than your existence. There's something magical about the way I look at you and how I simply cannot stop. You've become the calm in my chaos, the light in my darkness. How could I even think of stopping this love when just one thought of you makes my whole world brighter? Do you know how much joy you bring me without even trying? Even the smallest memory of you, even just your name, is enough to bring a smile to my face that lasts for hours. I laugh with you in my thoughts, I smile with you in my daydreams, and I live every day with you in my heart. Even when you're far away, you feel so close to me. It's as if your presence surrounds me, not just in memory, but in spirit. It's like you're here, sitting next to me, even if we're miles apart. Sometimes, I feel your emotions so vividly that I instinctively reach for my phone to call you, to hear your voice, just to be reminded that you're real. But then I stop myself, because I know, some things need time. And I'm willing to wait, as long as it takes, because my love isn't impatient. It's patient, kind, and free. Yes, loving you feels like freedom. It's not a burden, not something that weighs me down. In fact, it lifts me up. It makes me feel like I've been given a rare gift, a divine blessing. This love, it feels like God's way of reminding me that my heart is capable of something extraordinary. I don't expect anything in return. I don't need grand gestures or words of affirmation. I'm not keeping score. Just loving you is enough for me. Just feeling this love is the reward. Even if you never love me the way I love you, even if your heart never echoes mine, I won't hold it against you. My love isn't conditional. I'm not loving you because I expect you to complete me or fill a void. I love you because you simply exist, and that alone is enough to make my world better. My friends call me crazy sometimes. They see me lost in thought, smiling to myself, and they wonder what's going on in my head. They don't understand that I'm never really alone. You're always with me, in my mind, in my heart, in everything I do. You've become a part of me in the most natural, effortless way. There's a warmth that wraps around me when I think of you, a kind of peace that nothing else brings. And yes, sometimes I do worry. I wonder if the depth of my love might be too much, too intense, too overwhelming. I hope you never feel pressured to love me the same. I hope you know you are free to feel whatever you feel. But just know, whatever happens, I'm happy. I'm happy simply knowing that you exist in this world. Falling in love with you has been the most beautiful thing that has ever happened to me. I have no regrets. Every moment we've shared, every emotion I've felt, every thought I've had about you, none of it feels like a mistake. You are mine, and I am yours. Maybe not in a way that everyone else can see or understand, but in a way that my soul recognizes as truth. And honestly, I don't need anything more than that. My dear, is it really true? Have you truly forgotten about me? Sometimes, my mind whispers that it's time to accept this as reality, to face the truth and move on. And yet, my heart resists. It's not ready to believe that someone who once meant so much to me now walks through life without even a fleeting thought of me. Yes, I know, we haven't spoken in a long time. Days have passed, then weeks, and now maybe even months. I have no idea what your life looks like anymore, what's been happening, who you're with, or how you're feeling. But despite the silence, despite the distance, a part of me has always held on to the hope that I still cross your mind once in a while. I don't expect that you think about me all the time. I know I'm not living rent-free in your head, haunting your thoughts day and night. I'm not expecting to be missed like crazy, or to be the reason for your sleepless nights. But perhaps, just once in a while, when you pass a familiar place, hear a certain song, or see something that reminds you of our time together, you might remember me. You might smile, or feel a tiny tug at your heart. That hope, however small, has kept a certain warmth alive within me. Yet here I am, wondering if I'm just fooling myself. Maybe I'm holding on to a dream that faded long ago. Maybe I'm convincing myself of something that isn't true, simply because the alternative feels too painful. There's no point trying to hold on to something that's slipping away like sand between my fingers. I know that. I know I can't stop time, can't force memories to stay alive in someone else's mind. And if you haven't already forgotten me completely, I know the day might come soon when you will. That thought hurts more than I care to admit, but I understand. It's just the way life goes. Still, I want you to know that it's okay. You are allowed to forget me. You don't owe me your memories. I'm not mad, nor am I bitter. I'm not even truly sad. I've made peace with the fact that not every story gets a proper ending. Not every connection is meant to last a lifetime. Some are simply meant to touch us briefly, to teach us something, and then quietly let go. And you taught me so much about life, about love, about myself. Thank you. Thank you for every beautiful moment we shared, no matter how fleeting. Thank you for all the laughter, the late-night talks, the spontaneous adventures, and even the quiet silences that didn't need to be filled. Thank you for being a part of my journey, even if only for a short while. Our connection, however brief, was real to me. It was meaningful. It was precious. I would have loved to know you more deeply, to explore the layers we never got around to uncovering. But life had other plans, and I respect that. I sincerely hope you are happy. Truly. I hope your days are filled with the kind of joy that makes you feel alive. I hope you're surrounded by people who lift you up, who bring light into your world. I hope you're chasing your dreams, achieving your goals, and becoming everything you've ever wanted to be. You deserve that kind of life. You've always been a remarkable person, and I count myself lucky to have had even a small part in your story. There are no hard feelings in my heart. None at all. In fact, there is only warmth and gratitude. I still respect you deeply, from the bottom of my heart. I loved every second I got to spend with you, and I'll carry those memories with me, always. They're like little lights that glow in the dark corners of my mind, reminders of a time when things were simple, sweet, and full of promise. Maybe someday, somewhere down the road, we'll cross paths again. Maybe we'll find ourselves in the same place, at the same time, and we'll recognize something familiar in each other's eyes. If that day ever comes, let's sit down and talk, not as strangers, but as two people who once shared something beautiful. Let's talk about everything and nothing. Let's laugh again, maybe even cry. Let's not let the past be a wall between us. Just because the romantic angle didn't work out doesn't mean the connection wasn't real or meaningful. So please, if you ever see me, don't hesitate to come say hi. I promise I'll do the same. There's no need for awkwardness or hesitation. Just two souls who once found each other in this big, chaotic world, acknowledging the past with kindness and grace. Thank you for entering my life and leaving a mark that time can't erase. You've been a truly positive influence on me. And for that, I will always be grateful.